Hey, everybody, welcome back and Friday. Guys, it's Friday. How nice is that? We have the weekend coming up. Jason and I are about to go out of town. I'm finally going to get my tooth assessed. And then I get to see my dad, my stepmom, and my siblings, and that's going to be fun. So this is going to be a good little ride. But We've in the meantime, today we have hot messy topics before we go. We don't leave until tomorrow. We have hot messy topics with Ashley from Taste of Reality, and we have some OC threats being made. So you better believe we're going to talk about it. Now, before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Let me say this really quick. I started off this season telling you guys that there is no way Alexis Bellino would even be considered. She would not even be considered for the show if it wasn't for Johnny J. It just wouldn't happen. And then watching the show, and it's like Johnny J this and Johnny J and I have sex 4 times a day, and Johnny J is so cute. And oh my God, you guys, he just called me. And guys, I just want to tell you about my relationship with Johnny J as opposed to Shannon's relationship. And he's just the nicest guy. And it's like when you know, and sometimes a man is toxic, but then all of a sudden when he meets the right woman, he's no longer toxic. And then it's like, shut up. God, shut up, please. You sound like a moron. She sounds like one of those people, and I'm not saying Alexis Bellino is a moron. I'm saying the viewers watching this, because I get to see what everyone says, right? I get to read the comments. I get to see what people reach out to me with. You know, we have hundreds of thousands of followers, subscribers, people who are constantly telling me what their thoughts are. And I love it. I live for it because it's like sort of like research and development for Bravo, really. But like listening to it and reading it, I'm like, Alexis, you kind of come off like the girl who it's like when you're in high school and you want to date like the guy who just doesn't have a good history with other people, and you're like, I'm going to fix him. I'm going to fix this man. All right. That part's a little bit annoying, but then also this part is a lot of bit annoying. This is not your fight. Thank you to all about the Real Housewives. On Thursday's episode of the Real Housewives of Orange County, Alexis Bellino threatened to release videos of Shannon Beador from the night of her DUI that will ruin her life. You're such a girl's girl. I'm going to put out videos that are going to ruin your life because Johnny J probably recorded them while you were wasted. And you're probably, listen, has everybody been there? For the most part, yes. If you've been wasted, you're pissed off, you're not having a good night, you're screaming things, you're like, you, Tamra. We've seen it, we've heard it, we've been a part of it just in our own capacities. This is not some foreign language to most people. You have a bad moment. These things happen. And then you own it and you apologize for it. But when somebody holds video evidence over you, that's the shit that just drives me insane. I'm like, okay, here we go. During the August 15th episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County, the cast split into 2 groups for their first trip of season 18. Alexis Bellino, Jen Padranti, Katie Janella, and Tamra Judge went on a getaway to Big Bear, while Emily Simpson, Gina Kirschenheiter, Heather Dubrow, and Shannon Beador escaped to Palm Springs. Now, it wasn't long before Alexis brought up Shannon, who used to date her current boyfriend, John Janssen, and she said, I got really worked up about John because the man is nothing but kind, generous, loving, caring, and unfortunately, Shannon has ruined John's reputation throughout the community. When Jen questioned why Alexis was on such a hell path, she said, she told her not to bring up the S word, being Shannon. If she wasn't still going around and making lies about him, I wouldn't be on a hell path, is what Alexis said. But earlier in the episode, Alexis was chatting on the phone with John when Tamra told John that she never had any issues with him, which relieved Alexis. He has not a bad bone in his body. I'm so over him being abused. I'm so over him being lied about. If the girls actually gave John a chance, they would see the man that I see. Girl, you're around for one season. Nobody's given him a chance. When chatting with the rest of the ladies, Jen asked Alexis why she felt the need to keep fighting with Shannon. Do you think you'll stop her? And Alexis said, do I need to pull out the videos? Johnny's ready to talk. So yeah, I will stop her. And Jen said, what videos? Videos of what? And that's when Tamara interjected that John has videos of Shannon the night of her DUI. Alexis said, it will ruin her life. The videos are definitely horrific. She has now pushed us to the point where if she doesn't stop lying, he'll expose it. Now, the idea of Alexis and John exposing personal footage of Shannon made Jen feel uneasy. And she said, Alexis, why are we even going there? What do these videos matter? Why does anybody need to see them? Does anyone take into account what this will do to Shannon, her family? In my opinion, it's wrong. But still, Alexis was not bothered by Jen's concerns and went on to discuss how ugly the videos of Shannon were. It's 10 times worse than you can actually imagine. I definitely have said quite a few prayers for her. Okay. Well, moving on. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Shannon Beador is claiming that she was dumped by John Janssen after her DUI and hit and run in September 2023, even though fans were unaware that they were together at the time. Now, she explained why she and John kept their reconciliation private following their initial split in November and revealed how he broke up with her. And Shannon reflected on a near breakdown that she suffered amid filming season 18. She also shared why she believes John is coaching his new girlfriend, Alexis, and admitted she's finding humor in having to coexist with the two of them on the show. As I saw as soon as I saw the photograph of them at the Quiet Woman, I knew she was going to be back on the show. I knew it in my gut after that photo, but I didn't officially find out until right before we filmed in January. I wasn't happy about it. She was talking to Bryce Sander, by the way. Now, according to Shannon, John began dating Alexis about 6 weeks after they split for a second time. We both knew deep down it wasn't going to work, and we didn't want to admit it. We just didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but we kind of made a big deal out of it by saying we are not back together. But 2 weeks after the DUI, he called me and he said he was supposed to take me to Vicky Gumbelson's house where I was staying. And he said, we're done. You've ruined my life by making it so public. You've ruined my family's lives for making it so public. And I knew that our relationship had to be done anyway. So I accepted it. And it was that. Now, although John claimed that he didn't like the spotlight, it wasn't long before he went public with Alexis, who's another public figure, whose now ex-husband, Jim Bellino, once filed a $1 million defamation lawsuit against Shannon that cost her hundreds of thousands of dollars. As OC fans may have seen, Alexis denied that she was involved in the case, but Shannon teased, tune in. But speaking of lawsuits, Shannon was recently targeted with a $75,000 lawsuit from John, who claimed that she owed him for a facelift that he paid for, and she claims the plastic surgery was a gift. I offered him the full amount because I know the legal fees will surpass $75,000. He said no, because he refused to sign a mutual non-disparagement agreement, which is industry standard in any settlement case. So is it about the money? Because if it was, you would have taken the money that you allege that I take from you or took from you. In addition, he has added a fraud component to the case, which is that I initially took the money from him, and that includes punitive damages. Now, on the show, Shannon was recently seen calling John a monster, but during the interview on Wednesday, she suggested that the comment was made due to their legal situation. I said that from today's perspective, not from back then. But as for John's relationship with Alexis, Shannon suspected her castmate had only seen the good parts of John. There aren't a lot of stories. There's just details to tell. At the beginning of my relationship with John, I paid for everything. Yes, I did. Not the entire relationship, but I did at the beginning. So I don't know what else to say. That happens. Sometimes you have good times, sometimes you don't. And I cared about John. At the beginning of our relationship, within 2 weeks, I was told a lot of the same things that Alexis was told. I mean, verbatim. So I thought this was my future husband. And when you are in hard times, you think about those good times. So it was always my hope that we would get back to that. Now, nearly 1 year after breaking up for good, Shannon said that John has been coaching Alexis on the show, potentially giving her talking points to bring up to the castmates. Before I would film, especially last year's reunion, he would say, you need to say this, you need to do this. And then she then signaled to Gina Kirschenheiter, who told her that while recalling a past run-in with John, who yelled at her at an event, to Alexis defended John as if she had been present. On that night, I said, John, why are you so upset? And he goes, well, I couldn't find the food. The alcohol hit me, whatever is what Shannon said. So Gina said, Alexis turned to me at the luncheon and said, he was hungry. And I said, what? So he had told Alexis the story, and her response was supposed to be, he was hungry. But when Shannon was then asked about John's appearance with Alexis on Carlos King's podcast, Reality with the King, where he suggested dating Shannon was like failing every day, she kind of said, it's like, gosh, John, you're such a good guy. You're such a good guy. You're trying all the time. Now, John also said he only agreed to appear on OC because Shannon wouldn't survive without the show. I would have to find something else to do. It would be a struggle, is what she said. But after noting that she wishes John and Alexis well, Shannon said she's excited to travel to Mexico with Giselle, Bryant, Ashley Darby, Luann de Lesseps for filming the new Peacock dating series, which is tentatively titled Love Hotel. I think it's going to be really fun. So I'm really excited that they asked me to do it. I mean, what else am I doing? My kids will all be back in school and I don't have anything else going on. So it'll be fun. I'm going to have fun with it. I'm walking into this saying, this is just going to be fun. But regarding the remaining episodes of OC season 18, Shannon described them as a roller coaster. She said it's beyond. I, for the first time in my life, thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown. I was told things. I was talking to my attorney off to the side, and I was told things with the girls that I couldn't believe. And although she didn't share specifics, Shannon said her emotional moment was prompted by John and their legal battle. More happens. And I want to make it clear that I do not want to be portrayed as a victim. I'm not. If anything, I've proven to myself that in the last year, I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. Boom. Stick that, Alexis. And I'm not even a huge Shannon fan. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Love you.